The downsizing rules doesn't help with tax, but allows you to get a whole lot more money into super. So the downsizing rules say if you're over the age of 55, you've owned a house for more than 10 years, and you get at least a partial CGT exemption from it being your primary residence. In ordinary words, it means you've lived in there for a period of time. Then you can use some of the proceeds of selling that property to contribute to super. It allows you to put in $300,000 each between the couple. 600 grand goes into super tax free, and then they could potentially also use the non-concessional contribution limits as well. 3 times 120, 360 each. So they get 720 non-concessional, they get 600,000 downsizer, what's that, 1.3 something million dollars. They can get into superannuation entirely tax-free like that and significantly boost up their retirement savings. You don't get a tax deduction for the downsizer contribution, but it is a means to shift a whole bunch more money.
But if that was
into
just
super.
sold as an investment property, not a property that they had once lived in, you could only do the deduction we had spoken about, which is the 5 years top up. You couldn't get that extra 300,000 per person in there.
Yeah, so the fact that they lived in this property for a period of time, really the benefit is that they'll be able to get an extra $600,000 into super tax.
That's a thing that a lot of people I don't think know. That's why good advice counts. And that downsizer scheme was brought in to encourage older people to get out of their 6-bedroom houses that they only use 1 bedroom of, put that back into the real estate market for a newer, younger person to purchase it, and for them to be able to get money into their super fund.
Part of the problem with this downsizing thing, I don't think it's been as successful as probably what they would hope, because the money when you take it out of your house then starts to count as asset testing for the age pension, for example. Now, you've got the little old lady that we're in Richmond's got a $2 million house around the corner from here, might be on a full age pension. If she downsized and put some money in and topped up her super and so forth, she could potentially lose her age pension or a fair chunk of it.